It's time to run, run, run! And that's what you'd be saying if you were... Hang on a minute. If you were in Woodford Park right now, of course it's Saturday morning, and in Woodford Park on a Saturday morning they have a thing called the Fun Run, which is where they run 5 kilometres around Woodford Park. And apparently it's very successful, and lots of people go there to do it, and lots of people take part. Well, welcome along to this week's The Voice of Woodley here at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning in the Woodley precinct. And yes, the sun is beating down, and we have the hustle and cabustle of all the Saturday market stalls coming together here. As I breathe in, I can smell the burger van, and just to my right here is the jewellery stall. Hello, Sally. Is it recording?
Yes.
It is.
I think so.
The jewellery stall, lots of homemade jewellery there, and all the stalls down here. There's a great atmosphere, and already there are a huge number of people milling about. As I say, welcome along to this week's The Voice of Woodley, and welcome along to the Reverend Nick Jackson, yes, the vicar, the new vicar at the St James Church. St James Church is, of course, situated in Kingfisher Drive, and last Wednesday on the 5th of September, wasn't able to be there myself, they had the induction of the Reverend Nick Jackson, and it's time for his initiation as the vicar of the St James Church. And as I say, welcome along. I look forward to coming across to you. Now, of course, the Woodley Forum was also held. I didn't make it along to that either. The Woodley Forum was held on Wednesday the 5th of September this week. It was your opportunity to bring to light some of the issues that people have in the town, and some of the complementary things that people have about here. And look, I should look out for more Woodley People's Forums at the Oakwood Centre. And of course the Oakwood Centre is home to the theatre, the Woodley Amateur Dramatics Theatre, which is taking place later on this month from the 24th to the 29th of September. And of course look out for other events taking place at the Woodley Theatre. Next Saturday will be the 25th anniversary of the Baptist Church Preschool. There will be a fair between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. and make sure you go along there. There will be lots of activities and lots of chance to talk to different people. And of course, there's not just the Saturday markets down here. Of course, every third Wednesday of the month we have the farmers market, and almost every day there are lots of fun markets under the pagoda. And you might just find yourself buying some very interesting things under the pagoda, and let's face it, if you don't like it, you can give it to somebody and it will end back under the pagoda. And of course, lots of the local charities like the Woodley Women's Club do lots of things for charity. We've had 2 of the local churches, St James Church and I think St John Bosco Church has been under there recently as well. And of course, it's not just those markets. On a Thursday morning, the Jack Band is here between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. and you can go along there and meet some of the crew and speak to the other people and have a drink and a biscuit. And of course there are a huge number of places to have drinks and biscuits around the town. Of course there is Cafe Pandela, Costa Coffee, the Brown Bag, the Oakwood Centre, and of course there is the Rainbow Cafe, which takes place at Christ Church on Crockenwell Road, very near here, between 10:30 and 1:45 p.m. From Tuesday to Thursday. And then of course there is Cafe Piazza at the Baptist Church, which is on from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. Monday to Friday. And of course with the weather like this, it's of course a great time to visit the lakes. Of course you could visit South Lake, where the Model Yacht Club is taking place, which takes place on a Wednesday from 10 a.m. and a Sunday from 10 a.m. when you can join the competitions, and a Friday from 12 p.m. And it's a great thing, the Model Yachts Club. You can go down there with your boats, and people sail these really interesting yachts. And if they remember to charge their batteries up, you can have quite a lot of fun down there. Of course, sometimes the boats get caught up in weeds and so on, and people have to pull them in. And of course, there's a huge range of wildlife to watch as well. Wildlife, and of course, you can watch the people as well. And of course, as well as the Model Yachts Club, there is of course the Model Flying Club, which takes place in the appropriately named Hurricane Way, which takes place from 12 p.m. on a Friday at the Baptist Church. They meet there at Cafe Piazza for lunch, and then they go and fly their model. First of all, they fly the helicopters, and then they fly their aircraft. And I'm not joking, they land in all sorts of different places around the room. Sometimes you find yourself with a model aircraft landing on top of you, and it really is quite an exhilarating thing, the Model Flying Club, which takes place on a Friday between 12 and 3 at the Baptist Church. Well, here's a request for me now. I'm trying to do mobility around Woodley, so if there's somebody around that can help me and record down some routes, that would be very helpful. And then I have discovered something very, very interesting. Yes, of course, there is the roundabout and some of the other interesting things down here, but I have discovered the payphone. Yes, I discovered it last week, and there are a number of payphones around here. Gosh, those burgers do smell nice, the burgers and hot dogs. Make sure you come down here on a Saturday. The payphone, and make sure you ring up the payphone. I urge you all to ring the payphone at different times of the day. I'm sure you'll have some very interesting conversations. I managed to have a conversation with somebody on the payphone. They're standing about a metre away from me. I'm sure if you ring the payphone at all different times of the day, you find out the phone number, you could have many, many interesting conversations with many random people.
Would you mind? Is that alright?
Well, I must say thank you to David for putting the video up onto YouTube, and I'd like to say if you want to contact me, then please do on 07738 573812 or jack.wright@guidemail.co.uk. And of course, we've come to the most important part of the video. I'd like to say hello to Darcy and Catherine. Well, from me, Jack Wright, for the voice of Woodley for this week, and all the great market stalls that we have here, all the effort that's put in by people down here, I'd like to say goodbye for now, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye for now. So what kind of jewellery have you got for sale on your stall today?
I make gemstone jewellery.
You make gemstone jewellery. So you're selling necklaces?
Necklaces, bracelets, earrings, lariats.
Necklaces, bracelets, earrings, lariats, anything else?
I don't do rings. Other than that, I do pretty much everything else.
Okay, and how long have you been down here?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Oh, so you find it quite successful then?
Every week.
And what other markets do you work on?
Chesham, Prince Edward, Wallingford, Woodley.
Really? Oh, right. And you actually make these things yourself? How long does it take you to make up a good piece of jewellery?
If I'm in a hurry, I can make the thing in half an hour, but I'd rather spend the time and make sure it fits and hangs properly. So it depends on the piece.
And what's your name?
Angela.
Angela. So we have one of the very talented people who actually create things, Angela here, selling jewellery every Saturday. What better reason for you to come down and buy some jewellery? That's okay.